Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your coach of the Atlanta Sobbles, actually Among Us here, with another week of PWD draft battle action. This week we're going up against a good friend, James, and the Tokyo Toxapex. Me, James, and Shiny Shuriken are well-known prep buddies, throughout the league. Good guy. Love battling with him. I was looking forward to this one. It's kind of unfortunate battling against a friend because you can't prep with your friend for your friend. But as I said in like last week's video and stuff, I've really been hitting the prep hard on every battle. I felt like, truthfully, James's team was not the greatest matchup for me. Um, he's got a lot of setup stoppers. He's got some good walls. Um, he did switch it up quite a bit from what I thought that he was going to bring for this battle. As, like, for the main example, he didn't bring his, mascot Pokemon Toxapex, his number one draft pick, and his like signature Pokemon pretty much. But I did the same thing, and it's probably because of the amount of prep and battling that we do together. We was probably both thinking the same thing, to dig a little deeper in our bag of tricks in order to try to get this W from somebody who knows our playstyle and that has seen things that we can do with our team. Because as you can see from my lineup, I did not bring my Blastoise this week. I did not bring my Tangrowth. I did not bring my Miltank. All of which, I am pretty sure all of which I brought all 4 of the weeks prior. I'm not exactly like looking at it or something right now, but I'm pretty sure I brought all of those Pokemon in all of the prior weeks. And James, like I said, switched it up as well. Didn't bring his Whimsicott, didn't bring his Toxapex. So going into the battle, I was a little bit off guard. I had different lead plans in mind, knowing that this was not my easiest matchup of the season. I wanted to test out different leads and stuff. I was thinking maybe Xatu would be my best lead. But seeing what he brought, I wasn't sure if this Lycanroc would set up Stealth Rocks maybe. And overall, I knew that it would have one of the better matchups against Xatu because of its ability to outspeed it, its access to Dark and Rock attacks. If you want to go for the safer play, knowing that I have things like Aegislash and Claydol, he could maybe go for the Crunch instead of the Accel Rock. But he's got, too many options against Xatu to lead with it. Seeing what he brought, and this was kind of, if you look at the rest of James's lineup, the main probable lead. So he gets off a taunt to get onto the the plays as they happened in the game. He gets off a taunt, which definitely threw off my plan A game plan. Which my plan A game plan was, I could probably take a Crunch, which he also did get the defense drop, but that wasn't a factor. I can probably live a Crunch, and I can get a Swords Dance, and if he sets up Rock, maybe I can get up 2, possibly King Shield a Crunch, and be able to get a lot of work done with Shadow Sneak. And truthfully, I brought the Sacred Sword just in case there wasn't really another way to do a lot of damage to Duraludon, which is his G-Max Pokemon, so just in case that came. But Plan A was pretty much foiled at that point, so he got off that taunt and kind of, threw off my initial game plan. I just basically got off some damage. I ended up not sacking the Aegislash, but I was kind of resolved to do so. Like, if the Aegislash would have died there, that's totally fine with me. Switched into the Mawile. Got the rocks off, but in my prep, I watched James' prior battles. I seen that he had done some good work with a body press double just last week, and unlike his team, I don't have a ton of anti setup. I do have things like Aegislash, which are tricky to play around, things like that. But I really didn't want this to happen to me and let this set up on me, because I felt like it could have done a lot. I brought a Salazzle as a dedicated. If he goes double, we're going this, and we gotta save this for double. So I got a little bit. I wouldn't say the word is nervous, but I did get a little bit of doubt in my mind about keeping this thing in when he switches out, because I get off a pretty free nasty plot on the switch, which is great for me because that leaves me at full health with a Pokemon that has really crappy defense, and in front of me is another Pokemon that doesn't have defensive stats really to speak of in Rapidash. And basically I go for the Dynamax in case maybe Choice Scarf, Drill Run, something like that. There are some coverage options Rapidash could have brought, and just in case, we're going to Dynamax here to make sure that we can get what bulk we possibly can. And of course, it is an opportunity to try to get another boost on Salazzle. So we pick up the third special attack boost, putting us at +3. And, still at full health, outsped the Rapidash, and we're in great position for the rest of the game. James immediately goes out to his Gallade, which, besides Lycanroc, which I did a tremendous amount of damage to, so unless he finds a way, he didn't bring a way to get rid of Stealth Rocks, so he's pretty much, the Lycanroc is a non-factor at this point. He goes Gallade, and Dynamaxes it, which makes sense. This is one of his best typing matchups against my Salazzle, and he should. I expected he would have the psychic coverage to, probably Oko, maybe Oko. I am Dynamaxed, but it also looks like his Gallade is probably Assault Vest, so maybe the attack isn't maxed out as much as it could be. Maybe it's got some pretty good defense as a pivot for the team, like something like that. So he does eat, because he does eat up the hits really well in his Dynamax form. I probably wouldn't have been able to pick up a one-hit kill, but obviously I would have been able to pick up a two-hit KO if he wasn't Dynamax. And that's at +3 special attack. I set up the Sun with the first Max Flare, and he still eats the second one in the Sun. But then Salazzle picks up this kill as well against Gallade, and really gets on a roll, which kind of ironic because, as I said earlier in the battle, I had just brought this as a dedicated double stopper. I was kind of hesitant to well, you know, full send it against his entire team until things went as well as they did against the Rapidash, and I just kind of rolled with it. The sun's still up at this point, so the flamethrower's doing massive damage, takes down the Lux Ray. No worries about any flamethrower shenanigans taking me out. Haxorus is, definitely one of the fastest things on his team, so this could have been a problem. But if it was Focus Sash, Dragon Dance, or Swords Dance, but probably Dragon Dance, for the speed, of course. The Stealth Rocks would have made me able to still pick up this kill. So that worked well in my favor. He could have brought the Choice Scarf, and, being friends and prep buddies, we even discussed that as well. Like, oh man, he thought Choice Scarf was really good on Haxorus against me, and I would, obviously, based on how this battle went, agree with that. I get the double kill just as I'm supposed to. And then the Lycan Rock, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to go down from the Stealth Rock's damage. So, I believe I'm going to leave that up to the Commissioner Mac, where he'll put that kill, if anywhere. I'm just going to put 5 kills to Salazzle from this game, and thank James for a good game. And, the differential, the 6-0 victory, is definitely going to help my case as what I believe is one of the best teams in the league. So, that's all I got for this week. And until next week, I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Hope y'all enjoy. Leave a like.